Do you want to know exactly what I'm doing in 2025 to market my wedding photography business? Everybody's so caught up in social media. You got to post your reels on Instagram. You got to make sure you do the TikTok trends. Make sure you post BTS on YouTube. Hey, if you're not posting carousels, nobody's seeing your stuff. While it may bring some brand awareness, it's not what has worked best for me as a wedding photographer. Sure, it gained me some followers and a couple likes, but is it really making me money? What's up? My name is Dale Blank, wedding photographer and photo video educator. I recently took a deep analysis and looked at my numbers and statistics from 2024 to see what marketing efforts worked best for me. I'm going to take that information, share it with you, and then tell you exactly what I plan to do moving forward in 2025. So I took a look at what marketing efforts brought in the most money in 2024. And we looked at social media, we looked at paid advertising, and then we took a look at one other area, which is where I'm really going to focus my energy in 2025 because it brought in more than 3/4 of my revenue in 2024. So this is where I'm really going to focus my time and energy moving forward, since it made up such a big percentage of what I did last year. So first, let's talk about social media. There's so many platforms. I'm gonna go through each one quickly. We'll start right off with the big dog in the photography world, and that's Instagram, because that's really where pictures, I'm gonna put that in quotes, thrive. Out of all social media platforms, everything is obviously moving towards a short form video, but Instagram seems to be the only one that's really holding its roots strong in pictures. And with some of the Instagram gurus that I have listened to, there seems to be a common theme, and that's that carousels are making a comeback this year. So that is great news for us photographers. But other than Instagram, everything wants short form video. And it's great for showing behind the scenes, maybe doing a quick slideshow. But as a photographer, it's not ideal for displaying our work because those videos really aren't the best quality. They're not showing our work in the best resolution. It's not showing it in the best aspect ratio necessarily. And it's really not showing what we are capable of from an artistic standpoint. Sure, it's showing interesting behind the scenes content that some people might be interested in, but are clients really going to book us for their next wedding because they saw behind the scenes of us talking to a bridal party? Maybe, but probably not. And TikTok, it's cool. It's a great way of showing a little bit more of your personality and a little bit more behind the scenes. But again, it's not really going to shine a beautiful spotlight on our pictures. Pinterest is another option for social media, but not a lot of photographers are actually taking advantage of it, at least in the wedding space. Sure, some photographers are blogging their work and then posting it to Pinterest boards, which is really good marketing because not a lot of people are doing it. So if you're interested in maybe picking up a new social media thing come 2025, take a look at Pinterest. It could be a good avenue for you having a little bit more brand awareness. Plus, if you are blogging your pictures and then getting a lot of link backs to your website, it's great for your SEO. So this could be an untapped little gem that not too many photographers are currently taking advantage of. So this is Nacho. He's the newest member of my family. Hey, YouTube, you and you and you and you. Like and subscribe to my dad's channel so he can buy me more treats. Thank you. And now back to the show. Then we have YouTube. Me personally, I love YouTube, but I'm not on here to get wedding clients. I'm on here to educate other photographers. Some photographers are on here to try and get clients. I'm not saying that's necessarily the best avenue, but if a potential bride and groom were to be interested in my photography and they stumbled on my channel, they would be able to get a general idea of my personality. Now, on YouTube, things might be a little bit different. I can cut up a video and edit it, so it's not exactly the best way to get a feel for somebody's personality, but it is another option. And then you have Facebook. Yeah, you know, the thing that like our grandparents are on and they don't know how to use. It's another option. I think Facebook's really good for networking with other photographers, but attracting potential clients directly on Facebook as a wedding photographer, I think there's better options out there. Now, I'm not talking about any paid ads yet. We're just talking about organic reach on social media. And using all these different platforms, there's so many different strategies that we can kind of embrace when it comes to marketing. I'm sure as a photographer, your feed is full of other photographers doing weird things with their camera, showing you things that are completely wasting your life. The last 7 seconds of that photographer going look at my camera, and they're shaking their camera, and then they take the picture, and you see it for a half a second. Wow, that really made me want to book you as my photographer. No, that's not getting you clients as a wedding photographer. That's getting you clicks, likes, views, maybe some followers. That's about it. But I really don't think too many bride and grooms are going to be saying, look at this photographer. He showed us his camera for 7 seconds and then a half of a second showed us the picture. I love them. Not happening. So if you're chasing the follows and the likes, go right ahead. Keep doing that stuff. Keep doing the trendy stuff. If you're trying to attract dollars from paying wedding clients, you might want to think of some other strategies there. Do me a favor. As a photographer, if you plan on leaning heavier into a social media platform this year, leave a comment down below and tell me which platform you think would be the most beneficial for your type of photography. I'm assuming you're a wedding photographer if you're watching this video, but maybe you try a different type of photography. What do you think is going to be the social media platform for photographers in 2025? I'd love to hear your opinions on this because nobody really knows. It's all just opinions. But let's take some educated guesses together. And while you're scrolling down to comment, if you accidentally hit that like button for me, I'd appreciate it. Let's get back to the video. One thing that could be useful though on social media is collaborative content. Maybe as a wedding photographer, you're going to work with another vendor and you guys are going to collaborate on a project, and then you're going to be collaborators on that post, and you'll reach way more people. You will be seen by all of their followers as well as they will be seen by your followers. So it's a win-win for both of you. One thing that is up in the air on social media is hashtags, SEO. The algorithms are getting smarter. From the research that I have done, a lot of these algorithms know what you are posting without you even writing anything about it. They can watch it, they know who's engaging with it, they know who to push it out to. It's pretty smart. With that being said, I'm still putting hashtags on my pictures. It doesn't hurt, I don't think, unless somebody can prove me wrong, but the algorithm is constantly changing. So who knows what is exactly the right thing to do? I'm just gonna keep on doing this until Instagram or another social media platform come out and say, do not put hashtags on your picture anymore. Because as of right now, when I go to post, those hashtags are an option right there. So they still got to play some sort of relevance. I'm not sure. I'm not a social media expert, but this is just my observation. And one other thing that I think on social media that does help is engaging with your followers, building a loyal community, a fan base. Because if you constantly have people interacting with your content, that's going to tell Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever platform that you're on, that hey, this is something interesting. Maybe more people will want to see it. So then it's going to start getting pushed out to other people who may not be followers of yours. And maybe you pick up some traction that way just because you got a good conversation going in the comments on a post. So those are some of my thoughts, opinions, observations when it comes to social media, things that I have seen, things that I have heard, things that I'm going to try and implement going into 2025. I'm not going to be spending a ton of my time and efforts on social media. I'm not going to be chasing trends. I'm still going to post pictures of my couples when I do shoot their weddings when I have time, because honestly, social media is not the most important thing to me. I am more focused on doing a good job for my clients, getting them their pictures in a timely manner and focusing on them rather than, hey, is this reel going to get me a lot of views? Or is this TikTok going to go viral? That does not matter to me. So I'm not going to be focusing on that very much in 2025. When it comes to the social media side of it, one thing that I will focus on in 25 is continuing to give valuable content and information to potential brides and grooms. I started it a little bit last year and I plan to continue it this year, where I'm going to be giving information that somebody who maybe is planning on getting married soon or getting engaged soon or having a wedding soon, or somebody who already is married, they could take that content and maybe it's something useful to them when it comes to planning their wedding or what to do with their pictures after the wedding. I'm going to be giving a lot of those ideas away when it comes to social media, but you're definitely not going to find me dancing on the side of the road anywhere just for a couple likes. Sorry, that ain't me. I do love dancing though. I'm just not going to record it and try and get you to like me and follow me because of it. Next up, we have paid advertising. Now, I've looked at these many, many times before. I have dabbled with paid advertising on Instagram and Facebook without much success. Apparently what I was doing wrong is I just wasn't giving them enough money, because apparently you got to put a lot of time and a lot of money before ads really start taking off. I've boosted some posts before, and sure, it gets you a couple more likes and a couple more views, but at the end of the day, that didn't get me any more clients. So I didn't really see the value in it. And then you have the option of paying for Google ads. And I've heard people say with Google ads, they don't really work unless you're willing to invest a lot of money per month for an extended period of time for the algorithm to really learn who the target market is, or you're going to be paying some advertising agency a ton of money to set that all up for you. So if you're trying it on your own, you're investing a lot of money. If you're going to pay somebody else to do it, you're investing even more money. Either way, for it to be truly successful, from what I've heard, it costs a lot. Maybe I want to go down that avenue because I know that if you are willing to invest a lot of money up front, in the long run, you will make money. But it is a little bit of a gamble, a little bit of trial and error at first. So we'll see where that goes. But as of right now, I have zero intentions of paying for Google ads. And going back to the first section where we talked about Pinterest, and you can pay for ads on there now, maybe as a wedding photographer, that is somewhere where you want to live, because a lot of brides do use Pinterest to help plan their vision for their wedding. And if your pictures keep popping up as that bride's planning her wedding, maybe she'll consider you as their photographer. I don't know. I'm personally not doing it. Just throwing that idea out there for you. Another thing that I'm going to be investing a lot more of my time in is building up a really strong blog. Last year, I tried to blog weekly. It wound up being like every other week. I probably posted about 30 blogs last year, which I don't think was enough. This year, I'm going to aim for that 50 to 70 mark. As I blog shoots, I'm going to blog useful information. I'm going to blog my experiences with different vendors. And I'm just going to put a lot of content out there that hopefully just helps my SEO for my website, as well as, hey, it might end up on Pinterest. So I do plan on putting a lot more effort into my blogs. And this year I also plan on adding to my blogs some educational content for photographers. Previously, my blog was 100% geared towards brides and grooms and couples and families on portrait sessions, but now I'm also going to throw in some educational content for photographers. So maybe stop on by if you want to check out some of the stuff at some point during this year. There'll be some useful information there. I do plan on blogging some information along with my YouTube videos that go up all year long. That way people can read about the information as well as watch the information. I don't know too many people who want to read a blog over watch a YouTube video, but it will be an option. And now, the big reveal of where I'm going to spend most of my marketing efforts in 2025, that is going to be referrals. And there's so many things that kind of fall into this category, so let me explain. The first one's going to be networking. Networking with other vendors. As a wedding photographer, usually you're the second, third, maybe fourth vendor that they book. I find more often than not, I'm usually number 2 to the venue. The venue is kind of the most important because they gotta lock down a date to tell everybody else. And that date definitely depends on what the venue has available. So usually a photographer is second. So I think networking with other wedding vendors is very important because they can refer you as well as you can refer them. Because maybe there's some people you like working with, maybe some people you don't like working with, and you want to refer some people that you want to spend 10 hours with versus some people who might make your life miserable if you have to work with them one more time. Another thing that falls under my umbrella of referrals is going to be referrals from previous clients. Word of mouth. That has to be my number one way I receive weddings, is when I get recommended by past brides, grooms, family members, people who have worked with me before are my best marketing tool. Now, I personally do offer some sort of compensation for people who do refer me. Maybe you want to tell your past brides and grooms, hey, if you refer me to your friend who's getting married, I'm going to give you a free portrait session for you and your family. Or maybe they don't want a portrait session. They're like, hey, if you refer me to somebody and they book me, I'm going to give you a $50, $100 Amazon gift card. Because listen, cost of paid advertising is probably going to be more than a hot lead that you get because somebody who you've already worked with referred you to their friend. And another part of our referral category is going to be reviews. I'm going to encourage past clients to leave reviews because so many people nowadays know that the internet isn't exactly truthful. It's not always perfect because if you have people leaving real genuine reviews on Google or Facebook and they see them and they know that the only way that you could get those reviews is from a real human being, well, people are going to understand that, hey, this person's not fake. This person is actually a good photographer. But if they just see your paid ad that says 5-star photographer, according to who? Who says that you're a 5-star photographer other than your paid advertisement? Nobody's going to put on their paid advertisement 2.5-star photographer. But if they go on Google and they read 20 reviews from previous clients that all gave you 5 stars, they're going to believe that you're a 5-star photographer. So encourage your previous clients to leave you reviews. Whether you want to incentivize them or you just have a really good relationship with them, encourage those reviews, because reviews go a long, long way when it comes to booking new clients. And the last thing that fits under our umbrella of referrals is going to be incentivizing your previous clients to come work with you again. One thing that I personally do is all of my previous wedding clients, if they want to come do a family session with me, maybe they are having a kid and they want to do a maternity session, newborn, 1-year-old, family pictures once they have a growing family, I love it. I love that they're coming back to me because they thought so highly of me at their wedding that they want me to continue documenting their family as it grows. So I offer a discount for any of my previous wedding clients that want to come back and have me photograph another important event that is going on in their family as it grows. This is a very easy sell because they've worked with you before, you've worked with them before, you know each other, and you're offering them a great discount to continue that relationship. It's almost a no-brainer on both parts. So there you have it. That's my marketing strategy going into 2025. A little bit of effort on social media, a little bit more effort on blogging, and a whole lot of effort on referrals, networking, reviews, returning clients. We want to make sure that we're doing a good job and that other people know about it. And we're going to incentivize those people that are working with us to tell everyone. If you want to talk about some of your marketing strategies down in the comments, I'd love to hear some of your ideas. Maybe you hate my ideas. You want to fight me in the comments. Let's hear it. I just want to get a conversation started in the comments and talk about some of these ideas going into 2025, because if we can elevate each other, it elevates the whole industry and we all make more money and come out on top. And with that being said, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.